Okay, guys, so this is your journal for Unit 6, Week 1. You're going to use this for the whole week, and you're going to write all your drafts and your notes about the fox and the geese. So what you're going to write in here is you're going to have the mentor writing prompt, which is what you're going to be answering for this week. And in the prompt it says, you are the character of the fox in The Fox and the Geese. You're going to plan and write a journal entry, one journal entry, describing your thoughts and feelings during your encounter with the geese. So remember, you're writing this like you are the fox. You're the fox. So you're going to pretend that you're writing a journal entry as the fox, and you're going to include your thoughts as the fox and your feelings as the fox as you meet the geese. Make sure to incorporate, that means make sure to include specific story events and character traits from the fox and the geese in your writing. Okay, so the next slide, there's your mentor text. So this is an example of an exemplar that you want to strive for. It's only 2 paragraphs, but you'll notice there's a lot. And in each paragraph, you'll have to read it. And it's has everything that you need to have. And here's the anchor chart right here of stuff that's included in the paragraphs. So you use your character's point of view. You're going to include the character's thoughts and feelings. That means your thoughts and feelings as the fox. You're going to use first person point of view. That means I, me, like you're the fox. Use description to retell what happened. So you're retelling the entire story of the fox and the geese, but you are retelling it in your point of view. You have to include dialogue. That means that you have quotation marks of the people talking, including yourself. So you'll see it in here. And then you have to have key events in the stories and details about character and setting. Okay. On the next, so this page is just an example and what you need to have in your writing. On this page, it's just your notes, your graphic organizer. Again, there's our anchor chart, what we need to include in our writing. And this one, you are the fox, that's you. And what is your motivation? Why are you doing what you're doing? You type it in here. What are your character traits? What kind of adjectives would you describe yourself as the fox? Are you cool? Are you mean? Are you crazy? Are you patient? So that's what character traits are, and you're going to type it here. What is the fox thinking? What are you thinking throughout the story? What are you saying throughout the story? And what are you doing in the story? And in the bottom, it talks about the geese. What are the geese motivated by in the story? What do they want to do? What are some character traits of the geese? Are they weak? Are they strong? Are they scared? Are they happy? What are the geese thinking? What are they saying? And what are they doing in the story? So you just type all your answers here because you're going to include that in your final. The setting over here, where does it take place? Because you have to include that in your story. The problem, what's the problem, and how you had the solution. If you need help, go back to the mentor text on slide 3 just to get a clue about how they included the setting, the problem, and the solution. Okay, once you fill out all your notes, you go to the next slide and you type your paragraphs out on this slide. I put that as a guide, but you can always go back to slide 4 to get your notes that after you filled in those things. Okay? And on the last page is your checklist. After you finish your journal entry on page 5, you're going to use this checklist. Is your journal entry in the first person? You used I and me as the fox. Did you have a setting in the story? You got to read all that. Make sure. Go back and check your journal entry to see if you have these things. Once you have it, go ahead and click and drag the check mark into the box. Make sure you try to get as many of those, if not all of those, filled out. Okay? All right. Good luck.